Almost 5:15, and it is still March 3rd, 2024. I'm going to do a live reading from my blog. I'm going to read today's post, um, as it's something a little different. Nothing I write is meant to fit into any particular genre. Well, okay, I call it lyrical prose. I do my best to make what I write about, whatever I write about, lyrical, giving it a poetic flair as much as I'm able. Sometimes um, it's not quite that easy, as sometimes maybe the topic itself might be dry. I do my best, let's just say that. Um, and then I leave it, walk away. I don't often revisit things that I've written before, except sometimes I gather some things up to put together in a book form. Then I might revisit, and then I do some editing. I don't edit while I'm writing. I don't edit after I'm writing. Um, I just write, I share, and then I leave it at that. Today I wrote about YouTube Shorts, and it's been a little bit of a growing passion for me. Let's read it, hopefully nice and slow. We'll read it, and then I'll discuss it for a little bit. I try not to make these evening sessions too long. I don't want to. I do a longer live session in the afternoon, plus my burpee session. I think even the internet at a certain point will get tired of me, so I don't want to crowd it too much. So again, this is about YouTube Shorts. It's what we give our attention to that becomes the new medium of art. Gaining a sense of creative energy just because it captures our imagination. This is how it is for me right now with YouTube Shorts. Video clips of less than a minute's length that can tell a complete story of their own. I love this haiku style format, a bare essence of an art form that provides a structure, yet invites an artist to be free within the perimeters of its order. I have embraced this format by offering clips of nature, a glimpse of local flora and fauna shown through my own unique perspective. Loving the bare essence of this art form. My only goal here is to show and share my world, a reflection of an interior view that's mine alone and doesn't have to match anyone else's. In this way, it also serves as encouragement for others to share their views as well, giving us all a rare and beautiful peek into how each of us views the world. This is the art of diversity, and can never be done in a way that isn't uniquely personal, as well as perfect for us all. It's a self-created medium that allows us to showcase our individuality, our own bare essence, shared with others, a brand new art form. For me, it's with nature. However, it is that I find it and see it, and I give no attention to editing or arranging any subject matter. The world itself, through all of its variety and infinite beauty, provides me everything I ever need to share its story. I absolutely love this opportunity of a visual haiku, the simplicity of its format, and that it's entirely my own perspective that's now shared. I have embraced it completely, using simple tools of a phone camera and the natural light that nature provides. It's the bare essence of an art form, perfect for my own expression of the world. And that's it. That's the reading for today. You know, when I do read things out loud, I do find, I should probably do it before I read it, that I would definitely edit it if I were to present it again. So, obviously, it is about YouTube Shorts and my growing fascination with this medium, that it truly is haiku-like. And what can you capture in 15 seconds? What can you capture in 30 seconds? What can you capture in a minute and under? And truly, it's infinite. You're given that perimeter, work within this structure, and yet it's that same structure that sets you free. You can see the entire world in a minute. It reminds me of um, William Blake, to find eternity in an hour. Let's pull that poem up. I put in W and the first thing that comes up. William Blake, wonderful poet and engraver, but most of all, he was a mystic. He saw things through his own innocence, his own curiosity, his own pureness of being that not everyone can see. His wife was asked how wonderful it must be to be married to such a talented man, and her answer was along the lines of that William Blake is truly married and only listens to the angels. He doesn't really have an earthly wife. Kind of a sad reply from his wife's perspective, but it shows that William Blake was definitely what could be considered a mystic, a holy man. So his quote, to see a world in a grain of sand and heaven in a wild flower, hold infinity in the palm of your hand and eternity in an hour. That strikes me of what you can do in a YouTube short. Seems so weird that, just this simple little aspect of an internet app, channel, whatever it is, and yet you're given the opportunity to create your own bare essence of an art. It's a challenge, it's an opportunity, and it's a wonderful way of doing something completely different and completely your own. Walmart Barney is here. Hello, my friend, how are you? And thank you for the hello. So, I do encourage people, find a medium of art that works for you, and it could be origami, it could be doodling, it could be sculpting, painting, poetry, haikus, photography. It could be as simple as taking your phone, going outside for a walk, and capturing an aspect of the world from your own unique perspective and make it into a YouTube short. I don't do any editing, as I mentioned in the little lyrical prose. I go out for a run. Something captures my imagination. I stop and I film it and I go back on my run. But in that moment, I give it my full attention. I'm absorbed in the process of being a participant in what I'm seeing. What I want is, and what I love is when I'm not just an observer of something, but I'm part of the effect, the observer and the observed as well. Walmart Barney says that he's good. How about you? I'm good as well. I'm just doing a brief talk, sharing from my blog, and today's blog post was the attention that I've been given to making YouTube shorts lately. I'm finding it to be a really wonderful art form, and what I love about it is really the restraint that it puts on you. You only have a finite amount of time, and yet you literally, as in the quote from William Blake here, you can capture infinity. You can capture the infinite within that. I was looking at the other day, I did a little short, I haven't posted it yet, on a tree stump, a moss-covered tree stump. And you think of the story that a tree stump tells. We look at it as something that's gone, something once stood here. something beautiful, majestic, a life form that started from a seedling, that started beyond a seedling. It actually started from another tree. The continuation of its past. Who knows how far that goes? To the dawn of the very first tree. This was a black walnut tree. And then we think it's over. It was cut down. There's just a stump. And yet, the surrounding trees in a woodlot or a forest will actually feed through that intricate connection of roots underground, will actually feed a tree stump, keeping its essence alive for a certain amount of time as the trunk decomposes and feeds the trees that was feeding it, that returns to the soil that nourished it. And in that sense, continues onward as well. A tree stump is telling a complete story of creation itself. Walmart Barney says, I have to go. Have a wonderful day, sir, and have fun doing what you love. Thank you. And I hope you do as well, my friend. I appreciate you stopping by. And actually, we'll call it a day as well. I appreciate anyone who catches this. Stop by and say hi. I appreciate Walmart Barney stopping by. If you guys have any thoughts on YouTube Shorts, on making something like this your own, sharing just diving into a brand new art form. It never even occurred to me a little over a year ago, the thought of actually doing a YouTube channel. And now coming here and just doing live conversations for the heck of it. I consider it all art. I mean, conversation is an art. And coming here and having a conversation, even if it's with myself, just putting it out there, sharing it, sort of riffing off of my own conversation, my own direction of where I'm going. For me, it's like doing jazz. I never know where it's going to go, how it's going to turn out, if I'm going to like it, if anyone else is going to like it, and none of it actually matters. Not even a little bit. Hey, my friend Berdazzle is back. I hope I'm saying your name right. Hello? Thank you. I appreciate you being here. I was actually just calling it a night. I do want to keep these evening live sessions short. It's really more about just sharing what I write, doing a live reading, trying to get better reading aloud to even an invisible audience. Some days it flows, others it doesn't. It's weird for me. Because with my writing, which I do every single day and I have for 20 plus years without missing a day, it always flows. But when I read my stuff, sometimes, even with a 30 plus year meditation practice, sometimes you do something like that and you still get stuck in your head. And when you notice that, it's always just time to let go. Consciously let go, or realize it's all being let go anyway. Everything is already immediately surrendered. We don't have to do anything for that to happen. The moment right before this one, already gone, already surrendered, and I did absolutely nothing to make it so. The art of life, relaxing, letting things happen, knowing that it's all flowing in the only way that it can. And that's it. So, guys, again, I appreciate it. Walmart Barney, Berdazzle, I appreciate you popping in now and earlier today. It means a lot to me. Thank you. And have a good night.